What is on your mind tonight, Cecile?
No, I mean, I think it is incredible, and I think if people feel overwhelmed, there's a good reason for it. But, you know, I've been an organizer. I've been, like, really fortunate to be an organizer and kind of a troublemaker my whole life. And I have never seen the kind of power and outrage and just flat out agitation among women in this country. And it is really exciting, and it feels like it's so... and I'm sure we'll talk about this, that as I think Gloria Steinem said so famously, you know, no one gives up power without a fight. And so that's what I think we're seeing right now, is a pitched battle for whether we are going to finally dismantle the patriarchy in this country. And I think there's a lot of women who are ready to do it. So it's really, you know, it's an exciting time.
Roxane, what's on your mind tonight with everything going on?
I mean, let's see. I'm moving, so... You know, no, I think that, as Cecile said, women are fed up, and I think the election in 2016 woke a lot of us up that thought we were awake, but we're not quite awake because a man like Donald Trump was able to be elected. In some ways, it's not surprising, but in many ways, it's mind-boggling. And it's horrifying to see the kinds of things that are happening at every level and the kinds of people that he's putting in charge of education and healthcare and housing. And that these are people who are incredibly greedy and who don't have anyone's best interests. And so we are seeing a lot of pushback as we realize that if we don't make this stand now, things are going to be very dire for the most vulnerable among us in the coming years. So I think it's a necessary stand, and it's going to be worse before it gets better, but at least we are having these conversations.
What does worse look like?
A second term?
Yeah. It's bad.
Sallie?
Yeah, I'd say from the perspective of a woman in business, we were brought up to believe we were alone and to be alone. And that the messages we got from the hierarchy was there's room for one or two of you at the leadership table, and we knew we were competing with other women, and so we were on the journey by ourselves. The message we got from other women was an empowering message. By the way, empower means to be given power, as sense of passivity. But we were sort of told, you know, ask for the raise this way, get your seat at the table that way, do it this way, and if you're not at the top, then you didn't read the book well enough, and go read it again and take notes. And so we had this view which felt strong that we owned this and we could do this on our own. And by the way, if a woman stepped out, we did this. When Ellen Powell sued Kleiner Perkins for harassment, everybody looked away. And the unbelievable thing now is we're learning we don't need to be empowered, we have power. We are 85% of consumer spending. We are more than half the workforce, and we control $11 trillion in investable assets. What are we waiting for the power?
Yep.
But what we're finding is that our power is coming together in a way we couldn't before on social media. And we're not ignoring each other or looking away from each other, we're amplifying each other.